Welcome back. After this short break, we're getting ready, and well, I think everything is almost in position to jump in towards the game as soon as possible. We're jumping in right now with Espada versus Fate Esports, and well, Fate starting on that CT side is probably going to be the best batch of luck they're going to be getting today, considering the immense challenges up ahead of them.
Yeah, we kind of glossed over it in the pre-game before that break. Espada have got a 100% win rate on the map with, was it 11 maps played?
Yes.
Yeah, this goes to show. They've been very dominant on the map, and well, on the flip side, Fate, they've got a 26% win rate on the map with 19 played. And well, definitely will be that uphill struggle, as you mentioned, but we'll be headed into this pistol round here as Espada headed towards that Bios, and very slowly, I like this. They're going to be crouching out, looking away from that CT side. They're going to make their heads as impossible to hit as, well, humanly possible. Now out towards that B site, and it's going to be some kind of a massacre. Here's the CT side, 23, 4, 5 frags. Wow. They had everyone there. They've just got everyone on the B-bomb side, apparently.
That was very fast. Well, not a lot that Espada could do. They had a good idea, but other than that, nothing really to talk about in that round. It was a quick shutdown, a quick setup. And Fate Esports, they were very aware of what was going on in that. Dexter already getting the first tag through the door with the scout.
Yeah, obviously the like I did mention the last round, the C-Tot, I like the idea. They had the players just go out like basically backwards, and they like trying to jump out of them, so the heads are hard to hit, but it did not matter. They had a three-way crossfire on the bomb side and two more rotating in very quickly, just shutting them down. But, well, we're talking about this run now. Espada have gone for a bit of a force fight. They've got themselves a Scout and a Desert Eagles on everyone else here.
Get into tough climb.
Yeah.
For the entirety of Fate right now, but they've gotten themselves off on the right side of the bed so far. A little bit of a default hold, a little bit of players everywhere, but not exactly a stack. They don't have information about where Espada are playing. Not exactly pushing for information just yet, because they know they're up against pistols, and pushing closely might not exactly be the best choice in that regard. Looking to gear themselves towards over the short area. Nikki has potential for a good frag grenade if he finds the timing, but 30 seconds left now as a spotter. They still need to get things going. Looking to go towards on middle or short. It's 25 seconds now, so things are starting to run out of time. They could do this a little bit of more softening up, and well, I'll take down Patsy for quite a bit, and now they start coming out through short with distraction over towards on middle, leaving only one player on the bomb site, and that is Harn. With the MP9, not going to be standing much of a chance. Dima getting a quick kill. Now Nikki needs to get close enough to be able to stop this. The bomb will go down. Oh, actually, this is going very back and forth to the spot. Actually finding a couple of frags could be very disastrous for side of Fate. They already get reset, looking for a little bit more. Patrick now in a 1-on-3, looking for the last two. He has been able to get one. He has no kit. He has no utility. He's got everything going in his favor, but jumps a little bit too high, and Dexter will take him down to size. The spot they start stepping on them in the first round.
Yeah, starting their well, way into this game with an immediate force fight back in this, and a good round coming out from the T side there, especially a single man stepping up there. Dima, 1, 2, 3. How many frags was it in the round in total? I don't even know. But a few ones at least to get himself off the top of the scoreboard. And the CT side now, they got to be on the flip side, feeling the buy coming out from that T side. The nades as well, they're going to try and chip away at the health as the USVs, the pistols, and this scout that they have on Nikki definitely has a chance to do some damage. Now onto Patsy, down to 71. Then again, not so much, but well, he'll still feel the wrath of the weapons as the CT side. Now, I like this. They immediately went for that long control, but they see nothing. Obviously, we do, as the almighty X-ray gives us a vision. Oof. They start to make their way up from long, and exactly at the timing, it was given away by the CT side. So, it'll be up to the T side to take over.
Well, CT side is pushing up very aggressively. Milky with the 5-7, not going to get too much luck out of this as well. Not like the rest of Fate, they might want to be saving whatever they have. Armor on on Red Star, but nothing really else. So he's actually going to be going for a little bit of exit or a little bit of damage if he can't find any, but they are a ways away. So 2 rounds in a row now for Espada. Keeping all 5 players alive could be a quite scary prospect with the weaponry they currently have got going on. Moving on towards the bonus round anytime soon. Are waiting for the bomb to tick on down towards the last fumes, and well, maybe Red Star can get a couple of frags, but doesn't really look like it just yet. Oh, spot up. They will get themselves second in a row.
Yeah, get themselves that second round on the board, and well, very well done that. Like I mentioned, the T side waited around and long waited for the nades, and the CT side to fall back, doing a good job at it. And just, well, finding all the new duels and necessary Dexter, opening things up, finding a few frag, and well, the bomb followed by Solfik, and the, well, kills coming in as well. And well, into this one, we gotta see Solfik immediately out towards long. He's got a Mac 10 in his hands, gonna try and farm a bit of cash, carrying that over from the last round. I'm looking to see if this CT side can do any damage, but ooh, this Harn taking some damage. That's what he wanted.
I mean, it's going to be difficult to do a lot with the USPS at long range anyway, but not off the greatest of starts so far. Espada have been playing very, very like calm and observing of whatever's around them, and actually, well, Dexter completely rushed on in. Red Star pushing up all the way through. Will get taken down, leaving only 1 player left alive. But there was a possibility there for Fate to take that one.
Yeah, that they do. And well, now we're going to be seeing the CT side with the weapons out. Everyone buying down as much as possible to give themselves the best chance of stealing another round back. That CT side economy, you want to get it started as soon as possible, otherwise it's going to be a snowball effect. Especially with the whole Espada 100% win rate thing that is here, you know. We've mentioned it a few times, got to mention it once more.
Oh, Dexter's already pushed up towards on tunnels.
Oh, I like this.
He's going for the
aggression
entry
as well.
Oh.
He's a madman. Never mind. The smoke. He will be deterred. He's not that mad. Has to go through the smoke with an AWP against the unknown. But the CTs, they're actually, right now, they're doing a good job at holding them back in tunnels. You can see the T side, they don't have that much map control. Red Star, though, he might want to change that. In case he does a push up a bit too far, there will be Patsy to hold right behind that. Smoke and the T side. At this point, they're just waiting here. Waiting for the CT side to give them some kind of an opening here to try and juke them out. Possible that Molly. I think it was going to go towards Red Star, but the doors seemed like they did catch it, so... Now Espada just going to try and pull in some kind of a fake and a rotation from the CTs. Currently you see 2 players towards long, so if they hit that B site, and when they do, it will be a long rotation.
Yeah, and also potential for the mid push as well, considering the positioning from Fate. Not exactly too well geared towards holding on towards on A, but Milky, he's going to be tested here quite early on. But Patrick is holding on his own at this point and will get himself 2 and a lot of damage. But with the positioning remaining, there's one man in the backline. Sotfik not getting to the best of starts, but still being alive, still being in nuisance might slow down Fate a little bit. Actually, does the opposite. They're going full on. They don't want to be caught off guard anytime soon just yet. Already in position for a retake, and Sotfik is left in the unknown. Doesn't want to go for it just yet, but flashbang comes on in. Finnegan, low on health, back to the site. Now Dexter needs to do most of the heavy lifting, which will already be finding the first one. And actually the second one is one towards on Harn, and leaves only Red Star, and there's nothing you can do about it anymore. A couple of exit frags is all he can get, but Espada, that is a very, very convincing round.
That is a big one. I was really surprised they even went for that retake, but Red Star, he's dropping down. Does remove one more weapon, but Dexter, he's picking up a 4K in that one. Good for his confidence, not that good for the T-side economy. As, well, his teammates getting taken down there. Well, this means they have to rebind the T's or CTs right now, even if they're not finding the rounds like that, they're all right in the long term, like medium long term. Like the next 3-4 rounds, the CTs, they can go for 1 more buy, maybe 2. And the T-side economy most likely going to be kept relatively under wraps. At least if they can repeat their success there in a 5-man stack towards long. This is big. I love to see it, but the T-side, again, they've been... Wait, it's been 6 rounds in the game, and I want to say 4 out of those, they've gone towards that B-bomb site.
Well,
Now this is conditioning the CTs. Yeah, they're conditioning the CT side to just be aware of it and just... I would not be surprised if, like, in the next 2-3 rounds, they're going to completely change things up and immediately just rush out towards long.
Well, currently, Hats is going to be the only one who's going to be in any sort of contact with the side of Fate, and well, he's only good enough for one. Does get overwhelmed just a little bit afterwards. Sotfik went towards on T-spawn, looking to take the AK out of their hands, and he might be able to. And well, the entire squad of Espada now just hunting down these remaining players. Don't want to be giving away any weaponry to them, and looks like they will be very successful in all that. Hard instead will find himself the AWP. If he's going to be able to save it, that's going to be a whole new challenge. Because look where the Espada hunties already are. He's going to be trying to hide it.
Hold on, Finnegan. Does he? Oh, he doesn't see it. He's actually done a good job at it. He's kept the op away from that T side, but now there's another man there. Oh, hard! He just swinging his butterfly knife and into the back of Finnegan, just walking into the smoke. That is a massive frag there for that CT side. Oh.
Wow. Not only does he deny the off, but he also gets himself an AK and a knife kill. That is, it's fortunate to say the least. Look for a few more of those. Dexter's pushing his luck there, but Harn will be able to at least get that kill, get a little bit of revenge as well. Starting off on the stronger side at this point with the man advantage.
Yeah, all I'm saying, I mean, last round I did say Espada might try and change things up here to go towards long with a all-out rush. I mean, not an all-out rush, a single man has been sent to it, but at least they're no longer going towards that B-bomb side. I feel a bit proud about that one. May not have gone the way I wanted it to, but at least they're not hitting that B-bomb site anymore. At least right now, just watch them change it back. That would just be a big hit to my my self-esteem here, but T-side, they're getting that map control towards short instead. One of the 2 parts of the map you need to take here as the CT side, or one of the 2 possibilities. Like, either you go towards long, either goes towards short. And all you can see in this round and the last few Fate have decided to go towards long instead. And Espada, oh god, they're going to backtrack away towards that B site.
Oh, look like they want to go towards on middle instead. It's not a bad decision, but you still have to worry about Nikki. And well, the flashback coming in now from Milky to help him on out. Trying to swing on through. We'll get the first 2. And Demon's there with a quick response, but now it's a 2-on-2 towards that B bomb site. And well, only retaking it is a disaster, and Patrick will shut down the first. Looking for Dima. And well, there's a lot of angles for Dima to hold. Looking for the first one. He does get a duel towards on Patrick, but Patrick plays that box brilliantly. And Fate, they clawed themselves a round on top of the 5-round winning streak from Espada.
Yeah, they got themselves a another one here in the game, shutting them down to 5 here, perhaps, or well, maybe Espada gonna strike back with another one. The T side still have enough money, and well, the AWP is still there, but I did mention as well a few rounds ago, the CT side have done enough money to the T side economy that they can't really go for too many buys, and well, you can see the effect here. Most of the players down and below 1k there, or around that area at least, so Fate have done a good job at restricting that T side economy. Now they just got to get their own going. As Nos to that CT side economy will be a big thing here as the game continues to evolve into further steps of this one. But again, it's similar to that last round, but apparently there's the difference maker. Dexter finding the entry towards that B-bomb site, and well, Milky, yet nothing so far, but okay, that's a nice shot coming out.
Back and forth so far. And well, with a man advantage now for Espada, question is, what do they want to do on the side of Fate? There still is presence from Finnegan. Fate, they seem actually kind of aware of it. Not willing to give it away just yet, and actually Espada, they have a really good hold on just countering flank, considering the positioning of Sotfik. He might not be expecting the second one, however, but it won't really be an issue just yet, and too many players on Fate, they haven't even gotten close to the bomb site before they all got shut down. And Harn up in hand over towards on the taxi cab, will be able to get one at least. So another round going towards on Espada, but still Fate looking to hold on towards on these guns.
Yeah, trying to get a bit more going here for that T-Side. They've immediately just, like I mentioned, have stopped Fate at the one round again. Not giving them too much to be happy about here on the CT side of the Dust Tube still. Weapons will be saved, and well, everyone else more than enough to go for that buy of Milky. So far, considering the B-bomb side and how much it has been tested, that one frag's not really looking too great for him. I mean, granted, I'm pretty sure he is a stand-in, or just a stand-in. I mean, I say just a stand-in, but in the first map, or first match Fate played, he was doing fairly well on at least one of the maps, or one or two of the maps. It was a Peace on Inferno, if I recall that correctly, yeah. But either way, again, despite a bit of a change up here. Ooh, now they're starting to pull out all the tricks, and Dexter apparently through the smoke. That's one trick he can pull out, the Joker.
The Ace of Spades immediately just shutting down without even having a chance to reply. He does take quite a bit of damage, but still in favor of... Oh no, the timing couldn't have gone worse for Fate. And now they're on a 3-man deficit. No real chance of getting back in towards the bomb site, and well, that's just because of the timing on Harn not favoring him, and Dima getting himself a quick little double spray down. That's another round where Fate just kind of have to, well, pack their bags and go all the way back towards saving. There's a potential for a Dima to get a couple of extra frags as well. Looking for Milky, we'll find him, but not get the kill just yet. And actually, we'll go in favor of both, back and forth. And Patrick is now caught out, looking for the last one.
Yes, the T-Side again, finding themselves more success here on that T-Side. In 7 rounds now, Finnegan even finds the final man. Patrick, no frags found for him, only a single casualty on the T-Side of Espada. And it's starting to get out of hand now. I mentioned very early on here that the, well, the advantage definitely for the side of Espada. Fate, their success on the map very limited in the previous matches, not in this one, or not just this one. So, well, it really goes to show Espada have been a force on the map and will continue to do so, but Red Star with his ult gonna try and change things up. There might be a boost coming in. I'll see if he's ready. The flashbang is there, but no, not going to be seeing that boost. It will be just fine for now, but again, Espada, they've been pulling so many different ways of map control here. Like, we've seen them go towards that B side with basically no map control, like one player lurking towards long, maybe, like very early on. And just cool, full-on B contact plays with the ult finding a frag or two. And then a few rounds now in the middle parts of the first half, you could say. They've gone for that mid control. And again, we'll be doing a bit of that same, but still have been turning things around very quickly. Reacting to the CT side, or, well, I guess the lack of CT side of them playing so far away from them. Would be some way to put it, maybe?
Yeah, Espada really showing why they have a very, very good track record on this map. I'm looking to go towards that B-bomb site right now. Patrick, only man on the site so far in Dima. That was only good for one, and Milky's getting pressured in from every angle. And Suffolk gets a quick kill. These executes are so incredibly quick. There's not that much of a chance for Fate to really do a retake because, well, they've only already lost 3 players before the bomb even goes down.
Yeah,
that remains just a couple of Fate players not going to be too happy about their chances here. I feel like this is the 3rd round in a row they're trying to save.
Yeah, the keyword. I think the keyword's going to be the whole trying to save here with the T side. Look at them; they're still close, but they've got 2 players coming in from the T spawn area, 1 from the A site. So Harn either needs to nail this shot immediately. Oh. Look at the perfect flashbang, the crosshair offset. There's that another man here. Will be Red Star, but now, yeah, will be caught by Pats as he swings out.
What a flashbang! That was insane. Yeah.
They're ready for it. Espada, they're wide awake here. They've had their morning coffee. They've had a jog. Because for some reason, people like to go jogs earlier on. I had a whole thing about it yesterday with someone I knew.
Jogging in the morning is the ultimate way to make sure that their day is not going to get much worse than the way it started.
You know what? That sounds about right coming from you. And I wholeheartedly concur with your statement as well.
Oh boy, a little bit of extra pressure now from Fate as they're looking to pressure towards those tunnels at this point. Patrick already here. Somehow no one from the spot heard the first pistol shot, and trades are going back and forth. It's on towards a 3-on-3, and actually surprisingly the best chance that Fate have had so far, but still looking for a couple of extra duels. Harn doing a lot of damage, not being able to connect the kills just yet. There's an AK available towards on ramp in case he wants it, but getting all that in control might be a little bit difficult. And Bogdan's Law coming into possession there as Patsy when I'm picking over the op. It's a lot easier to fight long range when you have low health.
Yeah. At the very start, it was starting to look a bit dangerous, but then I realized the T-side, they were out towards the A-bomb side already, and
oh boy.
well, the other man that would defend it was a CZ at a medium range, trying to tap away. Nothing found, really. So, good job as Spada. Fate either now step up or just look for the next map instead here. Just, like, at this point, I think Spada are feeling quite confident, or obviously can't start feeling too overconfident, because that's how he starts to lose these rounds. These kind of leads turn around. But confidence rounds for the side of Fate. I feel like that's something they want to look for here now.
You should get like a tally for the amount of times that Fate has attempted to save at this point. 4 rounds. I feel like in every single gun round where Spada have won and converted it, Fate have tried to save weapons, but then, well, they have been actually getting frags with them. Difficulty is closing out the rounds when everything really matters. And Milky, now he's the one holding up the op as well, alongside with Harn still towards on long, looking for the first. Dexter did already
swing player close
back.
by.
Okay.
Okay, we're just completely jinxing each other here.
It's fine, don't worry about it. We're been
don't worry
together
about
for almost a week now, half a week. Red Star did he not see this player underneath him? There you go, now you will. And now Fate, suddenly a new look, a better look as well. They've got themselves in towards a massive man advantage. Looking for the next couple of entry frags. Now Harn low on HP still, but has the op in possession. Not exactly the first shot you're dreaming of, but it will still limit the amount of possibility that Fate can hold on towards the site with. Smoke's now coming in, but rotations are coming through as well. Reinforcements from the side of Fate to boost. Okay, let's see. How far does this get them? Smokes are fading at this point. You have to be a little bit careful. And Red Star, he's playing the perfect off angle with the smoke in possession, but not really amounting to anything just yet. Finnegan gets the first. And Nikki and Patrick double up as well. All to Finnegan. 40 seconds left. A lot of time to work with. Looking for these duels. Molotov not going towards the position of, well, any of the low HP players just yet. Well, he's yet to pick up the bomb as well. Might actually... It's a little bit of a weird situation as well, because might end up with the... Actually, okay, I'm just going to shut up for a moment. Just look how passive Fate are playing.
Yeah, they've got Harn in a perfect position. They're on the bomb side, and... Oh.
He still hasn't peaked yet. He's just sitting the entire time, and now he swings on out, and he's going to be rushing on in, but Patrick jumping up. He will get that frag in the end. That's a good round and a good look from Fate Esports.
Yeah, that's a round where the entries go their way, and massively so with the Harn and Red Star immediately opening things up there. I mean, Red Star took a while to find the player below him in the mid, but I mean, he still finds the frag. That's all that matters. And the CT side do manage to convert and hold onto that A side in a very good way. 3 players survive, and that's one of the confidence rounds I'm talking about. Like, right now they can get things going just to feel a bit light, like something's going their way. Doesn't mean like they need to win the map. Definitely don't. They've got their own mapping coming up. I mean, still this one as well, very early on. Still, anything can happen. About a third of the rounds have been played, and still too early to call it. Even if I might be leaning it towards the whole Espada already. I'm just going from the stats on paper only. Like, well, you would expect. So they've got the start they wanted at least.
It's definitely not a bad look, because I mean, some people do say that Dust 2 is a little bit T-favored, and well, looking at the scoreline, you would definitely agree with that statement, but it hasn't exactly been all sunshine and roses for the side of Espada either. Fate have been working hard for them, and you see Patrick still boasting 12 kills. The rest of them not too far behind as well. Actually, most of the scoreboard is kind of similar to each other. more than you would suggest from just looking at
Yeah,
the
I feel like
numbers.
the big difference on the scoreboard is sort of just Milky and Dima. Like, if Milky had the same amount of frags as, like, let's say Dima has, or Dima had the same amount of frags as Milky, like, things could be very close here.
It's mostly about the saves that have been happening, though.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's just a Dust 2 classic at this point. This is the economy is it's something you need here. Like, you cannot survive without it by any means. And, well, it might be an unfortunate resident sleeper or whatever you want to call it, like, drawing it out. But the CT side, they need to keep up hope, not just run in for the rounds and, well, keep losing those weapons, otherwise it's going to be game over quicker than you can imagine. Because every now and then, a force buy or two can win a round. We've definitely seen that this week here. Quite a few times already. So, just waiting for that to happen in this one, and the tides could turn. But I like the camera angles we're seeing. Also, what is that? Where's there a bit of a... yeah, what's that doing there, the tree?
I think that's... Has that always been there?
No clue. I wish I knew.
Those are like the details you never pay attention to on Dust 2. Like, is there really a clipping bush in the boxes, or is that something? I don't think that's supposed to be like that. First of all, but it's something I've
only
never
the
paid attention
Dust 2
to before.
specialists know.
Taking a quick look at the statistics as well. Currently on the side of Fate, you have Patrick, who is on a kind of a balanced opening dual segment with a 3-3 record. Wins 3, loses 3. But on the side of... okay, well... So we're going back in towards the game as soon as possible. Espada having the most luck with their openers, and Dexter.
Looked like he did spot him.
Yeah. Dexter has gotten 4 and 1 for opening frags. That's definitely been the deciding factor. And they did not expect Patsy to be this close on in, but still they will converse.
Yeah, this is the kind of rounds Fate need to get themselves now. The entry once again coming their way. That nade. Red Star thankfully doesn't move away from it.
Looks like Espada once again just trying to feel out where they can strike the hardest. You get to see a full-on rush without any real preparation. They want to make sure they're heard all over the bomb or all over the map before they really start to strike on in. Well, it has been working. It has sent Fate running plenty of time. They're going to go towards on short now this time around. Only Harn here. And it was the AWP in range. It is a one-shot kill, but it does leave you very, very exposed if you don't hit those first couple of shots. Not too much of a rotation coming in from Fate. If they're not really careful, might end up in a similar situation as the previous rounds, where they haven't had anyone to come on through with the rotations. But now, with no entry frags being found already, Nikki will take down Dexter, and Sotfik looking for the frag on towards Harn. It's the AWP already out of the picture. But now, with Patrick playing in a very good position, Dima somehow still gets a kill on all that. Milky probably not going to be too happy about that one. Sotfik and Finnegan. Now winning 2-on-3. Red Star's already so low on health, and well, he will get finished off in the end. Patrick really close on by as well, but here comes Finnegan with a very good flick. Looking for only one man left, Nikki. So far back, and still he connects it. Finnegan. That is the way to get double digits.
That is quick. And while the T side, like I mentioned, get themselves double digits here. Sliding that with a bit of a long aggression. The CT side, they got the entry frag. Red Star, he had it. He took down Passy running through that smoke, or whatever. I think at least there was a smoke. But still, Espada, they pull it back from that 4-on-5. Dexter once again has the chance, but still not connecting. They're just teasing us until that shot finally does connect here. But also, apparently, it was a 5-on-4 or 5-on-3 in the last round, but Espada still did manage to claw their way back from it. But either way, now, in this one, that mid-smoke you see so often, the only real danger with that one is if someone like Nikki does come here. hear the smoke and just start spamming into the doors, you might take a bit more damage than usual.
Fate decide to full-on buy on in towards this round. If they don't connect on top of it, that will potentially send them towards the last round of the half with a very limited amount of money. So winning this round is ever so crucial.
Yeah, but Espada, I think they're going back to their basics here at the ending of the half. They got to go back towards that B bomb side. They've been bullying Milky there so often, but now it's Patrick joining him, the first man to get contact. There's one frag already, and the shining stuff at the CT side delivers once again, but now needs more.
Looking for every single one of them. Patrick holding on strong with a quick triple. But meantime, all across the map, it has been traded on out. It's doable for Espada. Sotfik is still the mole in the backline. He's holding down those tunnel positions, making a quick rotation around. Very difficult.
He's actually aware of this.
Of course he would be. They've been playing through these positions or through these rotations basically through the entirety of the game. Red Star, he's taking his time. They don't have a kit on the side of Fate Esports. They really need to up the tempo. Now it's confirmed. Sotfik knows there's a player up there, but still Red Star wins the duel, leaving only one man alive. And Finnegan, yet he does it again. He gets the second 1 versus 2. And a spot up towards 11.
Twice in a row, and again the CT side, they had the entry. Patrick, he found himself that first frag. He found a triple kill defending that B site, but it doesn't matter. They probably back from, I think a 2-on-4 on the T side. That is insane. Finnegan, he's a machine right now. And all the cogs on Espada are turning at the same time, them working in unison, finding everything necessary. And there could be yet another one.
Oh.
Milky, his hand being shown, will be enough to cost him his life. Oh yeah, I am with you on the oh no as well.
Sotfik going for the early aggression. We'll get a quick one for being sent on back. If Red Star has a good timing on this, he could potentially turn this round back on its head, but he does need to at least make the MP9 at long range work, and he's not really looking too excited to swing on through. It's going to require quite a legendary performance from all these players from Fate. It's a 3-on-4, but in the position that they're currently in, there's only one man who's going to be finding them at a single time. Well, Red Star does go for the long swing around, but it is way too late. No one there anymore. Now he's going to be holding on for him as well. Finnegan gets another kill, leaving only Patrick, and he has been the shining light through for Fate so far, but is he a little bit too much to handle? And Espada, they take 12 on the half.
I remember when I was like 5 when I remember when I mentioned the snowball effect.
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, look at that.
Huh.
CT side, they never get their economy established, and it's just Espada dominance. They pulled so many tricks out of their sleeves, and when Fate started to, at least slightly adapt, they started finding those entries. Espada, they changed things up. Like, it wasn't even a huge change up, it was just the changing timings or like how many players went where. They started going less towards long and focusing more on middle, and that was a huge win for them. Even if they still lost the entries, they still won the rounds. That's all that matters. Like, it may have been scrappy, but rounds are rounds, and Espada cannot complain.
Wait and see what Fate can do at this point. Every round is crucial, and already Espada has a little bit of information on towards the whereabouts. Now with the aggression towards on long, and here's 2 Espada players looking to hold it down, but Red Star, he has something to say about it. So finally, Fate are looking to sharpen their abilities just a little bit more. Dima on short, looking for the frag on towards the bomb carrier. Not going to be able to hit those shots just yet, so the bomb will go down. There's a kit as well. What? Full on line. Well, Nikki, he will get himself 1 in Red Star for his 3rd on so far, but yeah, that is a good effort by Dima, but...
That was one nice shot coming out there. Purely timing, purely luck, but it doesn't matter. That's still a good old shot to make you freak out a bit. But Fate, pistol round in the bag, and the CT side forced by out of the bag here. 2 scouts. I feel like you've... you know me well enough to know I love to see the scouts, as many as possible on the CT side, especially on a map like Dust 2.
Oh, is this going to be a B rush?
Oh, even if... Okay, look at this. Even if Dima doesn't find a frag, if he tags down Red Star or anyone following him, that is a huge win in itself. The scouts can do some more damage, and well, so can the rest of the Desert Eagles. That's one frag. He's going above and beyond immediately there to find the first one. The swift headshot, and now it is the scouts. But even a flashbang can force Digster out of this one, make things a bit uncomfortable for him. So, gotta watch out.
He's been a beast with the op, and we haven't seen him use a scout except for the second round. Yeah, there's the flashbang you said, immediately forcing him out of the round, but he does clap on back. That's the bomb out in the open.
Oh,
Patsy gets a kill over towards that B-bomb site. The bomb is still dropped in the open. Finnegan as well joining in on the fun, leaving only Red Star.
Look at the HP.
And, well, it's going to be real difficult for him to get out of this. He's been completely surrounded. Just find one, but Dexter here with a quick double.
What?
They shut down the early hopes of Fate. That's kind of heartbreaking.
I would say something cool about the whole Force by working out, but I mean, that's just a shock to me. Like, I'm just as shocked as you are. You're just expressing it through laughter and disbelief here.
Oh,
well, I'm just trying to pick up my jaw from the floor at this point.
Dexter, how does he hit those, man? shouldn't really be possible, but
that's the first frag with a deagle. That's like, I'm like, okay, he maybe gets one, but it like jumps on the box and still the headshot comes out. Like, what? How's that possible?
Dexter, once again, over to the same position.
Look at that smoke! Look at that smoke! Oh, there's the wall bang, but not connecting. Damn, was looking forward to it, but a bit slow with the trigger apparently. But it's got to be his teammates instead on short. T-side from Fate now. They're a bit all over the place. Like, you can see they've got utility, they've got some kind of a plan in mind, but it's the CT side to see if they give them that kind of a possibility with this. Dima gotta be a bit careful as T-side players 3 totaling mid-area, and well, Red Star, if he jumps up, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. And nade as well. That's an absolute smack on him, and well, the MP9 to finish things off, getting a bit of damage there, a bit of money made.
Well, trades happening over towards on long as well. Dexter playing very aggressive with the FAMAS, where he had a scout previously, and well, he's going to keep on playing on as aggressively as he has. Does take a lot of damage towards the end, and there comes Demon in the back line, cleaning that one up very, very rapidly.
Yeah, it just comes and says hello and goodbye. Takes his fedora, removes himself from the round, and goes to round number 8 or 19 instead here.
You think Dima wears a fedora?
I don't know. He might.
He'd probably rock it. Yeah, he'd probably rock it.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't, really? Everyone rocks a fedora, it's just a different way.
Well, yeah, it's a certain finesse to it. I wouldn't dare. But Fate, once again, going towards on long this time around. Patsy with a little bit of utility, not to the most of effect, but definitely enough to at least slow down just a little bit. They're still going full force and holding down the trigger.
Okay.
With Sotfik now being in an awkward position to do this 2 people, but here comes Fitting in with the AK. Should be all said and done there. And they get map point in record time. We've only been playing for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, the only real delays here have been the rounds that Fate tried to save, but as you can see, it's not going too well. Even if they did, but I mean, it is a really good dust-2 from Espada. And well, the second half, you can all thank all of it to that force smite. They went for, and no, we're still being teased. This time it's a leg shot, so it has evolved from a near miss to a connection, but the frag will elude us even to this day. Round of 20 and what could be the final round of this match. Here's the boost. It's being held by Sotfik and even nailing it, and the nade comes in to follow up, and that's going to be doing quite a bit of damage to the models as well. That'll separate that T side, and oh, there's a nice little nade going on. Chipping away the CT side's health. And actually, 3 of the players are tagged on the CT side. I mean, Dexter, you can just kind of dismiss him with the whole AWP on him. Doesn't really make too big of a difference.
For those who are just tuning in at the moment, yeah, don't be don't be so scared just yet. This is Espada's by far favorite map, and Fate's probably least favorite map. An 11 map winning streak for side of Espada, and well, not too much going on for side of Fate. 4 losses in a row, just on Dust 2. What's up? We're going towards on Inferno next round, or next map, where both of these teams are.
Round as well.
But yeah, potentially next round it could be just on Inferno. But Sotfik and Patsy, they're going to be the ones to have really something to say about this at the moment. For Mass, not going to be amassing to just anything right now. Patsy, not going to get much better either. And Patrick, well, he's really been the shining light for Side of Fate so far. And does Spat actually just save it? I mean, they have all the rounds to play with. Might as well.
Yeah, it's more like you could say they could go for it, but this is insurance that they can go for a buy in the next round. They can eco the one after, and then go for another buy. So at most, like thinking Espire is gonna win this in the next real gun round. Like, that next round. Actually, no, I'm gonna take that back. They could still have a big chance of that one. If they lose that one, the most Fate would get themselves is, I think, 6 or 7. And that just goes to show Espada are, like I said, on the maps. 11 map win streak. Trying to turn into 12, while Fate with a ginormous comeback attempt here. 11 rounds in a row needed. And the CTs. All the rounds to play with.
Money not going to be an issue for side of Espada just yet. So they're going to be forcing up into this as soon as they can, dropping over the M4s and AKs to the rest of their team, and they're right back on track. So,
yeah, look at that. Also, Patrick on 22 kills, stole the server by far now.
oh,
Well, I want to see the shot connect once to those doors, just once.
crisp headshot straight on through.
Wallbang headshot would be a bit more stylish, but yeah, I'll take that one as well.
Surprised I didn't see any auto snipers. If Espada was on the T side right now, you definitely would have seen auto snipers.
You think so?
Oh yes.
Team is going to be the Fedora to the auto snipers. On the T side. Perhaps? No? Okay.
Maybe.
Tough crowd.
Looking at the monitor like, why is no one laughing? Alright. With potentially the final round now.
Oh, but the nade. Oh, look at the nades, though.
Nades. They might go a little bit too far.
Yeah, looks like, yeah, they're going to bounce them. I was thinking, the Molotov, they split them. I think they would have gone, or we're going to go for the bounce, but I've been mistaken. Instead, okay. Solvik, that's a nice little frag there, Milky. So far has been just bullied on the B-bomb side on the first half, and well, the second half. It's not going any better. I think he's on 3 frags so far, and yeah. Well, T side 4 versus 5 against match or map point here. And headed towards that B-bomb side.
Just have to spectate for now. Dexter actually missing a shot there. He will get smoked on off, but there's Finnegan and Dima, and they're holding on very well. It's a little bit of a turnaround now as Finnegan is still holding on with just 80 points of health. He's running out of ammo, so he's playing a very dangerous game with all that remains. Harn trying his best to hold on towards all this. He doesn't have the AK that he thought he had, and now he's just on the P250, looking for the AWP again. Needs to get the bomb down in time, won't be able to. And 16-5 is what it will be in the end, as Espada take it on their terms, on their field. Boy, oh boy, that was a dominant showing. We're going towards Inferno next, though. Is there more hope?
I mean, there's certainly hope. Inferno is the mapping of a Fate. They were fairly okay at it the last time they played. I mean, I was there down here in the lower bracket. Still, they've got a chance. But it's going to come down to, I feel like Milky maybe on the B-bomb side has to go a bit bigger or better than this match here. 3 frags, not going too well for him. But all of that and more will be coming up after the break. So stay tuned. We'll be back with our second map coming up.